Hello everyone, and welcome to my UK Royal Family News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Eric Brady will likely change his appearance, at least briefly, according to Days of Our Lives spoilers and updates. A brief replacement will be provided by Jason Gerhardt, who in 2007 to 2008 portrayed Cooper Barrett on General Hospital and General Hospital Night Shift. Gregory Vaughn spoilers for Days of Our Lives 6 months in advance. On DOL recordings, Greg tested positive for COVID and was unable to work for a brief period of time. Although procedures aren't as strict as they once were, he had to have a clear medical report before playing Eric again. Since Greg had a minor illness, Jason temporarily filled in for him, but one should never be too careful. Additionally, viewers may remember Gerhardt from such primetime series as Mistresses, Bones, Vegas, Chicago Med, and NCIS. He has appeared in other series, so even if you don't watch General Hospital, you might recognize him from those other programs. In August, Jason Gerhardt will make a quick visit. The precise dates of Jason Gerhardt's August appearance as Eric have not yet been disclosed. Eric will be involved in several things during the coming weeks, including Sloane Peterson's secrecy. Sloane falsified her DNA test with E.J. Dimera despite having nightmares about Eric discovering Nicole Walker was carrying his child. Sloane will have to be concerned about her new girlfriend Melinda Trask and whether or not she would reveal her after confiding in her that she changed the exam. She had enough problems explaining to Eric how it happened that she was given Nicole's test rather than her own, but she was able to persuade him that the nurse made a mistake. Nicole Walker will get contradictory offers. Although they might not be marriage proposals, Nicole will encounter some competing propositions. This will follow Eric's lackluster marriage proposal to Sloane. Nicole receives some unexpected news. If Melinda does reveal Sloane's secret, Nicole might receive proposals from EJ and Eric, in addition to his lackluster proposal to Sloane if the truth has truly come out. Say it's not true. Arrivals and departures on Days of Our Lives indicate that Greg Vaughn is gone. But don't worry, he won't be out permanently. Instead, a new actor has been temporarily cast in place of the actor who is best recognized for playing Eric Brady. What you should know is as follows. The end of Greg Vaughn. According to Soaps in Depth, Jason Gerhardt has temporarily replaced Eric in the cast. Because Greg was briefly unable to film his episodes back around the holidays at the end of 2022, viewers won't see Greg for a few weeks. Fans of the popular Peacock serial opera Days of Our Lives are undoubtedly well aware that the show films 6 months in advance. Fans of soap operas may recognize Jason since he looks familiar. The actor gained notoriety for his performance on General Hospital in the 2007 to 2008 season in the character of Cooper Barrett. Greg recently marked a fairly significant achievement in June, 50 years old now. Greg also revealed in April the reason why Eric Brady, the character he plays, has been acting so strangely lately in Salem. To go from the priesthood to being the American gigolo was not what I expected. He admitted to Soap Opera Digest with a chuckle. Eric has never had so many different women enter and exit the bedroom at the same time. He had always been an extremely monogamous person. I said, Ron, wow. This is really left-wing. Okay, that is our man. Now it's just a matter of attempting to portray him as having the correct intentions and motivations, being accountable for his acts, and not offering any justifications. What will Eric Brady do next? He had been holier than thou for so long, Greg said. I was actually bored when I had the talk with Ron, and that's how I felt at the time. Being the good man has grown old to me. I no longer want to be that guy. Fans of Days of Our Lives will have to watch to find out what happens next, so be sure to do so. While you wait, let us know what you think by writing a comment in the space provided below. The Peacock Network broadcasts Days of Our Lives during the week. For times, check your neighborhood listings. When Chloe enters the living room, She discovers Xander preoccupied with a news story about Gwen's wedding. He grimaces and says, "She actually married that absolute jerk." Dimitri awakens in bed by himself and examines his wedding band. "So it wasn't a dream," he explains. Gwen enters carrying a muffin with a lit candle on it. "No, it wasn't a dream," she replies, saying, "Happy birthday, husband." Dimitri closes his eyes and imagines that he can marry Leo and keep his inheritance when she instructs him to make a wish. Gwen asks what he hoped for after he blows out the candle, because if he told her, it wouldn't happen. Sloane receives coffee and cereal from Eric in bed. Eric rushes out after getting dressed, passing Melinda at the entrance. Melinda queries Sloane privately, "Is Eric the father of Nichols' baby?" Wendy discovers Lee sitting on the couch using his laptop. He reports that Gabby and Stefan got married last night while grinning. Then he questions why Wendy is even there. She was going to have her big romantic evening with Tripp last night. Wasn't she supposed to? She sighs. That was the plan. But then something unexpected happened. At the Salem Inn, Tripp awakens to discover Leo in his bed. In a flashback, Wendy and Tripp look forward to spending their first night together in a twin bedroom at the Salem Inn. Leo comes in while holding a whiskey bottle and wearing his wedding attire, as Tripp says that there was a mix-up with the rooms. Leo was intended to have the room put in his name when Gwen moved out, but he was completely removed off the list. Even his possessions are lost. Leo blandly admits, feeling terrible for himself, that he just witnessed his best buddy marry his partner. Tripp leaps from the double bed in the present, wondering why the hell Leo was there. Leo claimed that he felt lonely and sad when he woke up in his twin bed, and all he wanted was to be near to someone. However, it was entirely innocent. Tripp was only startled. He is not angry. He knows Leo was unhappy over his boyfriend last night, so he gives him water to help him hydrate. Leo takes a spit check. Gwen informs Dimitri that it is now time for his birthday present after he finishes his muffin in bed. Under the sheet, she moves south. He reclines, delighted, and declares it to be the nicest birthday present ever. Under the blanket, a head makes its way back to him, but Leo is the one who emerges. Dimitri jolts. Gwen comes back to him, unsure whether something is wrong. Dimitri kisses her and explains that he was simply overcome with joy. Xander and Maggie meet at the Kyriakis mansion after she calls. She wants him and Victor to rebuild their relationship, but he says his uncle makes him feel unimportant. Victor's health isn't as good as it used to be, she counters. They ought to reconcile before it's too late. Additionally, he hasn't been in a good mood lately and doesn't get along with anyone else in the family. She believes it would be beneficial if he extended an arm of amity. When Victor comes back, Xander agrees to get in touch, but he makes it plain that he's doing it for her. Maggie says she's going to face Sarah in Chicago about having a covert relationship with Rex. Xander appears perplexed, but assures Maggie that he is glad Sarah has moved on. He did with Chloe as well. They're actually taking things seriously. Nichols snidely informs Chloe that Eric and Sloane are expecting as they meet for breakfast on the square. Nicole might not care, but Chloe is unsure why. I assume she has moved on from Eric. Nichols' gaze changes. She then answers a call from Brandon and leaves to give him an update on Abe. Eric strolls by Chloe's desk carrying a pale blue present bag. She is asked what she thinks of a diamond ring as he takes out a small black box. "Is that an engagement ring?" she queries. He affirms that he will ask Sloane to marry him. Nicole comes back irate. She sighs. "What?" She snarks, and Eric walks away. Leo asserts to Tripp that he has no boyfriend as he dons a robe. In a flashback, Tripp sympathizes with Leo because he doesn't want to be by himself. Tripp figures out that Leo's boyfriend is Dimitri after sending Wendy home. Leo agrees. Leo tries to dismiss it as just drunken banter in the present, but Tripp knows better. He queries, "Have you two been messing around behind my cousin's back?" Leo claims it was all fantasy, an unfulfilled crush. Lai explains to Wendy in the apartment that he abandoned his date because Wendy's warning about Melinda stuck in his brain. Wendy affirms that he could never put his trust in her. He shouldn't, however, give up on love. There is the ideal person for him out there, and they don't want to lock him up. Melinda makes demands at Sloane's house until Sloane acknowledges Nicole is carrying Eric's child. She makes every admission. She feels awful, but is unable to tell Eric because he will immediately go back to Nicole. If Melinda will use this against her, she wonders. Dimitri checks on Leo, who is now by himself at the Salem Inn. While Gwen performs errands, Leo acknowledges that it wasn't enjoyable to see him and Gwen cohabitating. While apologizing, Dimitri informs him that he thought about him both last night and this morning. He was sorely missed. They embrace. Outside the pub, Xander runs into Gwen and wishes her well on her marriage. He is informed that she will be taking time off for her Icelandic honeymoon. He is confident the trip will be excellent. She questions why he is being so encouraging. Xander only desires for her to be content. She exclaims that she is happier than she could have ever imagined. He finds it wonderful that everyone is now resuming their lives. Nicole assures Chloe that she is over Eric in the square, but admits that it is strange to see him begin a new relationship. In particular, someone like Sloane. Tripp brings Wendy flowers when he gets home. He apologizes that last night's plans were derailed, but guarantees that there won't be any interruptions the following time. Together, Leo and Dimitri are in bed under the covers. Leo is unsure about how he will maintain the secrecy for a full year. In particular from Gwen. Dimitri is confident they will succeed. The door is knocked by Gwen. When Xander gets home, Chloe informs him of Eric's intention to ask Sloane to marry him. That is a bizarre coincidence, according to Xander. He delivers a diamond ring while bending down on one knee. Chloe Lane, he replies. The question, will you marry me? When Nicole returns to the mansion, she considers Eric's engagement to her. Sloane has Melinda's word that she won't turn on her. Although she regrets coming on too strong, she enjoys the excitement of uncovering mysteries. Since friends like her are hard to come by, she is grateful to have one. She can confide in her to keep her secret. Eric returns house. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.